Here are some rules for writing. If it sounds like writing, rewrite it. Elmore Leonard. The adverb is not your friend. Stephen King. Neil Gaiman. 1. Write. 2. Put one word after another. Find the right word. Put it down. 3. Finish what you're writing. Whatever you have to do to finish it, finish it. 4. Put it aside. Read it pretending you've never read it before. Show it to friends whose opinion you respect and who like the kind of thing that this is. Joyce Carol Oates now. The main rule of writing is that if you do it with enough assurance and confidence, you're allowed to do whatever you like. That may be a rule for life as well as for writing, but it's definitely true for writing. So write your story as it needs to be written. Write it honestly and tell it as best you can. I'm not sure that there are any other rules, not ones that matter. A best tip for writers? Not to listen to any silly tips for writers. My favourite writing coach is Roy Peter Clarke of the Poynter Institute. His books are both simple, clear and vivid, and his approach has been a big influence on this course. In his most useful Writing Tools book, he talks about where to put the strongest words in a sentence. The noun, naming word, which is the main subject, and the verb, the action of the noun. So, if I write, "It's an uphill battle keeping on top of Amazon's conditions," say indie writers, the subject and the verb are at the end of the sentence. That is, the indie writers. But if I move them to the front of the sentence, so they are hanging left, the sentence becomes, "Indie writers say, it's an uphill battle keeping on top of Amazon's conditions." Roy Peter Clarke urges, put your best stuff near the beginning and at the end. Hide weaker stuff in the middle. Take some of the sentences you've written so far in this course and play around with them. Read them aloud, putting main noun and verb in different places, and see what you prefer. Here's another example. And which one do you prefer here? A. Many writers prefer to talk about writing and the pain involved than to write. B. Talking about writing and the pain involved is preferable to many writers than writing itself. C. Rather than writing, talking about writing and the pain involved suits many writers. So I don't know what you think, but B is definitely the weakest, I think, with the subject, the many writers, buried in the middle of the sentence, which reinforces Roy Peter Clarke's point, really. I think there's a sense of announcement in putting a subject and verb at the start of a sentence, and it works very well in strong journalism, for instance.